wish I went to high school out here. I always say that shit.
Oh, in Texas?
To play baseball. Hell yeah.
Or
Yeah,
football.
baseball is strong out here, bro.
What? All year round?
Yeah, you was probably a star in high school, huh?
That was cool. He was on the team.
No, I ain't play. I rolled that bench. You hit me.
Yeah.
We just had some.
I was on the team, but I ain't play.
We had some trash ass coaches, man. They really made us. Con was cool.
Yeah, he was cool, but
Young and Wilk, bro, they made me not want to play. Like, seriously, that's when I learned. I was like, I'm good at it, but
I wasn't playing no way. I was just going to practice. You hit me. I didn't care.
Just sunflower seeds and Gatorade.
Man, you hit me on the bench talking shit. That's all I had to do.
Yeah, that's how I was, man. I wasn't no good. Like I couldn't be cool, man. Like baseball, you got to be really fucking cool, bro.
Yeah,
like
you got to be smooth and swift and shit.
I was not. I was nervous. I was hear my mom yelling in the bleachers. Like every fucking thing made me so nervous, and I would just freak out, man. Now I was cool in the field. Yeah. Like I chased
batting?
Yeah, batting. I just couldn't.
I just closed my eyes.
Center field. I tracked down all them balls, bro.
You was fast. I was slow. They had me at first.
Man, I had a good arm. I had a real good arm. I would catch anybody trying to fucking tag up. I'll smoke their ass, man. Like,
Billy Hamilton out there.
Yeah, well, I wasn't no Billy Hamilton. I'm more like, you know, Billy Hamilton's fast as fuck.
He's
man.
Fast as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah,
Still now.
I would like Mike Trout. Like, I would just run that shit down, bro. Like, my crow hop was nice, man. Like,
Trout's like the most unknown superstar in the world, bro.
You finna go get some water?
Like, for real. Like, it's a lot of people that say they see him, like, in person, they wouldn't know who he is.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, most baseball players are like that, bro. Like, we were talking about that the other day. Like, who's the most famous baseball player? Jeter. It's probably not even, it's not even a person
Jeter,
that plays right now.
Or what you call it?
Jeter, A-Rod.
Oh, thank you so much.
Fucking Nolan Ryan. Like, motherfucker, like,
thank you so much.
You know, it's just people that, and it's, you know, it's not a glamour sport at all. Like, it's boring as fuck to watch. Like,
yes, it's boring as shit.
You gotta go to the game to enjoy it.
Dog, baseball is so boring. They put fucking nets up at the game so people don't get hit with the fucking baseball.
Yep.
Like, you got fucking $200-$300 seats and you're watching your fucking phone and you get hit with a baseball. So they have to put a net up to protect your bored ass.
Seriously, people was getting hit by broken bats, all types of shit.
Like,
watch the dugout?
No, I'm talking about like folks like they would break their bat and go in the stand, so like it'll fly out their hands.
Oh,
yeah,
like,
lady in Boston, she got stabbed. Like the shit was like poking out.
Well, y'all ready?
Let's get it.
All right.
Oh, I thought we was going already. Oh, bro, shit, man.
He was recording though.
You was?
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't getting no intro.
Yeah, man.
But shit, we
that was a
keep
good
that in
combo.
too. Shit, I don't care. Well, hey, welcome back to another episode of Leave It on the Table. You know, the podcast where we promote, give grace, and then, you know, just have an overall good conversation with our guests. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? You know, every other week, whenever I'm on here, I ask y'all how y'all doing mentally, physically, emotionally. You know, how y'all doing? You know, sometimes y'all need to get checked on.
How long is the show, bro? Like,
hey, you know, the show gonna be a long show. You know what I'm saying? A real long show. But no, I just like to ask them how they doing. You know, everybody ain't right in their head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway. Yeah, how y'all doing? Leave that down in the comments. And today we got a special guest, but we're not finna get into him right now, so you try to cut off my show at the beginning. But y'all know we got the Bella. I ain't drinking on it.
It's early.
It's too early in the morning.
Early.
I ain't drinking on it. But Rosette, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I need this sponsorship. You know, I've been doing this for a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? I do this. But anyway, like I was saying. So, today, y'all know it's Saturday, if y'all don't know, and I don't wake up early in the morning, so this is a special guest, you know what I'm saying? We have a Radio Hall of Famer soon to be, you know, the host of K104 of Dallas, Texas, you know what I'm saying? You know, we have Catdaddy. Let's give him a round of applause.
Wow.
The GOAT.
Whoa now.
Yes, sir. How you doing today? Mentally, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. How long is the show, man? Is this like a confession session, man? Like,
Nah.
I'm doing good, man. You know, I had a motorcycle accident about a month or so ago, man. So I got a neck brace that I took off just for the show. You know what I'm saying? But I'm showing off my new sunglasses. My swag is on too right now. But I'm on my way back up though, man. I'm just excited, man. I apologize for you know, the delay of being on your show, man. I know you hit me up probably like 6 months ago to get on the show.
Nah, you good.
It's just I work at night, and most people's free time is at night, and so it's you know, it's the schedule sometimes conflict. But I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, being patient with me and bending the times a little bit, you know.
Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do to get the people on here.
I appreciate you having me on, man. Let's get right to it.
Thank you for getting on. Hey, how you doing today, Blessing?
Man, I'm cool, bro. It's been nothing but blessings, man.
Nothing but blessings, beautiful blessings. Yes, as long as we alive, I swear to God, that's all that matters.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? All right, Catdaddy, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Tell the people a little about you, where you from, what you like to do, you know.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Introduce yourself.
I really am a real live stunt man. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I do my own stunts. If you see me out in the streets on a motorcycle, that ain't no special effects. You know what I'm saying? That's real blood and sweat and tears on the you know what I'm saying, it's Triple D streets when I'm on my my two-wheeler, man. But no, yeah, man, like I really wanted to be an underwear model, you know what I'm saying? But that didn't work out for your boy. And so I just run my mouth every night on the radio from 7 to midnight. You can check me out. And you know, we play all the hot music. We give away the hottest tickets for concerts. Really try to showcase the city, let people be the stars, you know, let them do shout outs, let them do requests and let them, you know, whatever they got going on, like to showcase them. You know, we get kids in the studio for Snapchat kickback with the cheerleaders and the football teams and stuff like that. Really try to showcase them and let them know that, you know, they're stars and they got a big future and a young age, and just kind of get them that exposure. And that's what we kind of do, man, at the station. We just kind of hold a mirror up and let the city reflect itself and let people showcase, you know, what they got going on. I'm just kind of like the host. Yeah. You know, I'm just kind of like the voice. I don't feel like I'm, you know, having these special talents. I know nothing like that. I just, I know how to connect really well. I think that's my gift. You know, I worked at McDonald's. I don't know if you know my story. I know you. Yeah. So, so I got my first job in radio working at McDonald's in the drive-thru, like taking orders. And the guy come through the drive-thru. He's like, "Man, you need to be on the radio." And so, at 17, you know, that's when I got my first job, and I just kind of believe in, you know what I'm saying, my bosses and my leadership, and they kind of coached me. And
how long ago was that?
Oh man, that was 95, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was 95. So I've been running my mouth ever since, man. Just an ultimate blessing. And every time I tell that story, I'll be like, so glad old boy didn't go to Burger King that night, man. Like, if he'd have went to Taco Bell that night, man, it would have been bad news. But nah, just an ultimate blessing, man, just to be able to play music and be a part of people's lives for so many years and just to be myself. I think that's the real thing. Like, I don't have to warm up or exercise or stretch or study or anything like that. I just kind of show up. Like, as long as the microphone's working, then I feel like I can showcase and let my light shine, and it's never let me down. So I'm just all faith, no fear at all times, you know?
Yeah. So you saw Dallas, like, go from, you know what I mean, from everything, not even nothing. Dallas always had, like, a dope culture, you know what I'm saying? But you just seen it, like,
old school pictures of Dallas, it was nothing.
From the grills, then the, you know what I'm saying, like the, what's it called, chopped and screwed and all that type of stuff, man. Like, y'all like, when Dallas go from here to all the way up here to right now,
I've seen
like, everybody wants to come here now.
Yeah,
you know?
Amazing growth, amazing, like you said, like a growth of culture where people can come here from really all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just we're such a consumer market here in Dallas. You know, people will come here, and because it's not on the water. It's not a city that's on the water. Like, all your old cities are on the water because people came here off boats. And so I'm saying, like, even where I'm from Baton Rouge. So it's like everything is from the Mississippi River. New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Memphis, St. Louis. Where's all your music from? Where's all your food from? Where's all your culture from? It's from the water. You know what I'm saying? New York, LA, Miami, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta is the only city that is not on the water that really has a culture and has a flavor. But everything else comes from the water. It's just, that's the way historically and, you know, geographically things are built. And so Dallas is kind of like in the middle of nowhere, and somebody was like, damn, we just gonna build a city right here. And if you look at the map and you look at the way it's laid out, that's exactly how it's laid out. There's a plot of land, and they be like, hey, we're gonna build a road, and then we're gonna build a school, and then we're gonna build a mall, and we're gonna build a movie theater and put a Chili's there, and then we're gonna build a neighborhood, and then when that gets full, we're gonna build the road even further. Like, this is almost to Oklahoma now.
No, seriously.
No lie. Like, you can get on the road and just be like, damn, it's still going. It's still going. And so, when I got here 2001, it was on like an unbelievable rise as far as, you know, music and culture and the way it was. Lucci was popping, and
like
Shake Them
era.
Haters Off, and Big Tuck, and DSR was on the rise. And then it was just like, just artist after artist after artist breaking through. And it was tough to get on the radio, but the streets would rep so hard for Dallas and Triple D and, the different areas, Sunny South Dallas and the Grove and North Side and, Funky Town. Like, it's just so overwhelming, the space and the culture that each little area of the city. And that's what I loved about radio, is it would bring me to these places and it would introduce me to these people, and I could learn about each segment of the city. And then that way, when I got on the radio, then I know exactly who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I loved about being in the radio and being in the streets. It's like, and then the longer you're here, then you see people, I met you 5 years ago, I met you 10 years ago, and you're like, damn, Catdaddy still like, hell yeah, keep it going, keep it going.
Still grinding.
So do you know, like, who was the person that put you on that told you that you should be on the radio, and do you still talk to him?
You talking about at the McDonald's?
Yeah.
Nah, this is a guy named Danny Dean. He passed away.
R.I.P.
Yeah, Danny Dean. And so, yeah, he was the radio teacher at my high school in Baton Rouge. All right, so that's the meat of the story, is what he came to Baton Rouge. But he knew who I was. He recognized me. He said, wait, you go to Baton Rouge High? I said, yes, sir. He said, man, he's like, you have any open electives coming up for the fall? He's like, oh, you'd be great for the radio. And so that he gave me that invitation, and I signed up. And then it was a classic soul station. So we were the only high school that had 2 radio stations. We had an AM that played classic soul, and then we had an FM that played jazz. So like Kenny G and, you know what I'm saying, all that smooth stuff. Yeah. He's like, nah, you're more classic soul. And so he put me on the AM side, and they have a script for us to read, right? That was blank. Coming up, we have blank. Keep it locked, AM 1260, KBRH, classic soul. And so like after 2 weeks, I went to him and I was like, say, man, like this script is cool, but I need to put some sauce on it, man. Like, so he was like, all right, have fun with it. So then I would come on and be like, hey, AM 1260 KBRH, your home for solid gold soul. This is
the fact that you remember that.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
And so and he was like, man, you really like this, don't you? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, we want you to come in on Saturdays and do a show on Saturday. And I said, well, we don't have school on Saturday. He said, no, we're gonna pay you. And I was like, wait, you're gonna pay me to come to school on Saturday? He was like, yeah. He's like, it's only a 3-hour show, so it's not like you're gonna, make a whole lot of money, but it's about the experience. He's like, I can tell that you really like it. And so at the time, I was still using my real name, right? So I was like, yeah, this is Randy, and I'm coming on the radio, And so, but once he told me that I could have my own show, then I was like, okay, I got to come up with my own name. And so that's how I came up with the name Catdaddy. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like,
how did you come up with it?
With my friends, we sat down just like this, and I was like, yo, I got to come up with a name, man. They were like, what about Radio Randy? And we, just... And so,
shit.
yeah, and some girl was like, what about Catdaddy? And I was like, damn, that's perfect, because I'm kind of flirty, you know what I'm saying? I try to be cool.
That's what I was trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
yeah. And so on Saturdays, I would show up at school, and I would do a 3-hour shift. I made $5 an hour, and when I got my report card, I would get a paycheck from the school my senior year.
That's lit.
It was on another level. I didn't realize really what it was until years later, you know what I'm saying, how big the opportunity was. But the further that I got in my career, people would ask me questions like, how'd you get started? And I'm like, damn, all this from the McDonald's, like weird. And what if I'm on lunch break? What if I'm off that night? What if I was an asshole? That type deal. And so that's why it gives me that all faith, no fear attitude, is because like, act like you're supposed to be here and act like the people that you're going to, interact with. You never know. They need you and you need them. You have something, like why you have this sliver of time to share light and to share spirit, really be involved, really be engaged with that and understand that, you can grow from each other, you know what I'm saying? And nothing else really matters beyond that. Like it's always, always right now.
Yeah.
At every point in your life, it's always right now. And once you stay in that moment and you give all that light, then you really have, nothing to, look over your shoulder about. Like, man, I went in all faith, no fear, and I went in, you know what I'm saying, with the spirit.
And you here now, man.
Church.
And you here, yes,
and
sir.
since you said that, you miss 1,000% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
For sure.
What I got to do to intern with you? I'm so serious.
Yeah, like what is your thing? Like what would be the best, like what do you see yourself doing and how do you think I could help out?
I don't know. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah,
I see myself being the host because I like being in front of the microphone.
Okay.
I like talking. I like talking to the people.
All right.
I like interacting with people. So yeah.
Okay, then that's what I would tell you to do. I would encourage you to get on the microphone in those spaces as many times as you can. You like interacting with people, go to a concert, go to an event, and have a segment that you shoot on the sidewalk or in line with people. Hey, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? I'm out here. Look, I got 10 questions for such and such. Or I want to, find out who's the biggest fan out here. Chris Brown's in town. Who's the biggest Chris Brown fan? Tell me, and then you have a list of trivia questions for Chris Brown. And just, that's all an excuse just to get that interaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's really not about what you're asking. You're just really trying to find the personalities and really trying to find, you know what I'm saying, the little piece of entertainment that you need. Yeah. And to showcase and have that connection with the people. For me, it was the McDonald's drive-thru. Like, it didn't matter where I was at. It was always me, and it was always the customer. Mm-hmm. Now it's just the radio. When I'm in the streets, it's at a remote. When I'm at the school, it's in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't matter what it is. You just have to find those spaces where you can let your light shine and let people see it. And then nowadays, you have to videotape it. You have to record it. Then you have to edit it. Then you have to,
That's kind of why I got the podcast.
Yeah.
One of the reasons. And
yeah.
I just started. At first, I was nervous about it. Then I started talking to it. I was like, man, I love this shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah. It gets very addicting, and then people that see it and are touched by it, when they tell you, then you'll take it to another. You'll be like, dang, y'all impressed by this? You really like? Okay, that's way more than what I'm saying than what I've been showing y'all type attitude. So yeah, just get into those spaces, host events, you know what I'm saying? Host, get on stage, get uncomfortable. That same uncomfortableness that you felt for your podcast.
No, that's real.
I just
slide.
did that.
That's so real, bro.
I want to do it again. I did it one time. I don't know how good I did, but I want to do it again.
Yeah.
You got to. Like, you got to do it. Like, it's got to be consistent, bro. Like, real talk.
Yeah, find out who's doing things that you want to be a part of, you know what I'm saying? As far as open mic nights or, showcases around the city or, even, different podcasts where you can, create those spaces. Be like, hey, we're just going to go live right here at this, club or whatever, one of the patio party or, who has the best margarita in the city, and you go to all the Tex-Mex places and you whatever. I don't know. I'm just coming up with but, figure out what spaces you feel like you're comfortable in, and then where those people are that you really want to connect with, and those people will find you. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, oh wait, let me get some of that. Mm-hmm. And that's who you really want to talk to. You don't want to talk to people that's shy, or you don't want to talk to the people that are more introverts. You want to bring those people on that have something to say, or wilder, or talk more or louder than you. Mm-hmm. And then you just kind of like let them be the star.
Yeah.
You what was you saying just a second ago? Like, let them be the comedian, let them be the the artist and the celebrity, and you just kind of be like, hey, all right, showtime. That's how I would say. I mean, that's what I tell anybody. Host talent shows, get involved with hosting weddings and quinceañeras or whatever, just to get the reps, get the reps. And then in that process, you'll find out like, okay, this is where I really, thrive right here in this space. I need to line up more of these type deals, Yeah.
That's how I found out.
But I don't know. I mean, I've been on the radio for 20-something years. I like that's my thing. But the space in the streets and in the community will push you past anything that you can do on one format. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, just spread it out and then just canvas the whole area and then just keep running your mouth, man.
Was there any time you felt like it wasn't for you, or like you just had like
hell yeah, man. Like
when I beginning or
when I first got to Dallas, man, I was just overwhelmed, bro.
Word.
Yeah, just because I grew up, in the same bedroom for 23 years, in the same streets, eating at the same table, and then to move to Dallas. So, like, to put it in perspective, there's 600, 700,000 people in the city where I'm from.
Baton Rouge, right?
Baton Rouge, yeah.
I got family out there.
There's 6 million people out here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And then there's people that I don't know, places I've never been, streets that I've never drove on, restaurants I've never visited. Mm-hmm. So that part about it is overwhelming because that's my thing, is to connect it's with the people. Yeah. And if I don't know you, I don't know who I'm talking to. What am I gonna say? I don't know how to. And so that's why I tell you, go and feel your audience and interact, because that's what's giving me so much confidence, is because there's nowhere I can go out here in the DF Dub and I don't feel like I know people out here, they know me. So it gives me that confidence in the streets and on the radio. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I first got here, bro, I said the other station's phone number, where I was, my older station. Oh yeah, bro. Like I remember Skip Cheatham was the guy that brought me in at K104. He was the program director at the time. And man, I would do breaks, I would talk on the radio, and I would feel like this is the worst break ever in radio. Like, and I would call him and I'd be like, Skip, man, I don't think this is for me, bro. Like, I think this is, and he would be like, Catdaddy, nah, man. He's like, you good, bro. This is the major leagues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're in the big time now. You didn't pass all the tests. You know what I'm saying? This is where you're supposed to be. Settle in and relax. You know what I'm saying? Just don't try to do too much. Because I always felt like I had to try to impress with every break. I got to say the wildest thing. But it's like, bro, you're going to be here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So just settle in. Just back sell the song. Tease what you got coming up next. Don't try to make too much of it. The other stuff, answer the phone, get the people to talk, get them to do the requests, give away the tickets, and just settle in and just, find your space, because it's the machine. The radio is a clock. It's a set system. It's built for structure. Mm-hmm. And all you have to do is just come in and just throw your sauce on there. Yeah. And that's all I got, baby, is Tabasco right.
Pretty much to be yourself.
Yeah. What was your first radio station you was on after the school where you start earning your real checks?
I wasn't getting no checks until I got to, so yeah, when I was in high school, I did probably 2 years. I did, even when I graduated, I still worked at the radio station.
For $5 an hour?
Yeah, for $5 an hour. I mean, I was doing other jobs. I was in college. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting tables. I was bagging groceries. I worked at what was it called? Blockbuster Music. I was doing all that. Yeah,
I remember Blockbuster.
Yeah, and then I got a job at the hip hop station in Baton Rouge, Max 94.1, your station for blazing hip hop and R&B, and so that was like 97, 98. Like I came up with Cash Money and No Limit. Like them dudes was at the radio station like it wasn't nothing. Like
you
Wayne.
Interviewed them?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Wayne and Master P and Mystical and we used to have But the crazy story, I used to know No Limit before I even got on the station, because they used to come to the restaurant I worked at, because they moved their whole operation to Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, yeah.
And so we got to know each other. And then I started working the radio station. Like, oh well, shit, we're gonna come hang out with you and do intros and stuff like that. And so that was like 97, 98, 99, and 2000. So that was all at Max. I was making $8 an hour working at that radio station. And bro, like I was busting my ass. So I was doing 11 at night till 6 in the morning. And then I would be at class at 8 o'clock in the morning. 45 minutes away. Like I was going in. And then, and I wasn't making no money, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? You're hanging out with, hanging out with all the dope rappers, and I'm hanging out, I'm getting girls, and like, man, you couldn't tell me nothing, And so, so I was making like $8 an hour. They gave me the overnight shift, and just really trying to polish my game and, get in on my craft. And what is it that I have that's going to separate me from everybody else? Not to be better or nothing like that. It's never a competition. It's always like, the music is going to be music. Everybody, every station, they're going to play the same music. Exactly. There's like, everybody plays that. We all going to read the same news. We're all going to give away the same tickets. So how can I?
Your own way.
You got to do it in your own way. And it wasn't like I just had like something special and I wanted to showcase and find my gift and find a way to package it up and just deliver it in the way that fit my style and was successful at the same time. You have to be comfortable with it. Your boss has to agree with it, and then the listeners have to like it as well. So 3 people have to agree with that thing. If one of those things don't match up, then it's not worth it. If I'm not comfortable doing something, then it's no good. If my boss don't like it, he's gonna. But if the listeners and you, and then you find a nice little comfort where everybody wins. And so that's the formula that I've been running with. Just understanding that, look, hey, I work for you, the listener, and I work for you, my boss.
What was like the most unexpected interview you think? You was like, I never expected to meet this person a day of my life, and he's in the room with me right now.
Oh,
he or she.
You met Oprah?
Nah, I never met Oprah. Ain't never met me. That's how. That's how I would say that, man. I think reverse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I think.
You the star.
I mean, let me think. Who most unexpected? I don't know, bro. Like,
well, who are your top 3 favorite?
Man,
interviews?
I've had some amazing interviews, bro. Pimp C we had an amazing interview. Man. He did an interview over the phone, and he got pulled over while we were doing an interview. And I was like, all right, bro, like, go ahead, take care of that and call me back, you know? He was like, nah, keep rolling the tape, man. Keep rolling the tape. They just hating on me because they see me coming down 45 in this Bentley, you know what I'm saying? Young brother. Yeah, it's right there in the glove compartment. You can hear him talk to the cop. Yeah, it's right, all the registration, all that paperwork in the glove compartment. Go ahead, yeah, keep rolling the tape, Catdaddy. I probably have it somewhere, man. I would have to search. Like this, like I was telling him.
Crazy over that.
Bro, what?
Just that interview alone.
Oh, bro, like, yeah.
Crazy over that.
And then, you know, we had a couple amazing interviews, bro. Like Pimp C was just always so real, man. There wasn't nothing like, you get some artists that they come in and they're just here for the interview, and Pimp C was never in that element of I'm here to do something professional. He was just like, hey, I'm me. Yeah. And I always appreciated that about him. Funny story. So after he got pulled over, he was on his way to Dallas for a concert that night. And so I was like, well, look, I'll meet you at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? So we can take some pictures and, you know, link up before the show. He's like, all right, bet, yeah, Catdaddy, I'll see you at the Hyatt or wherever we was at. And so we waiting at the Hyatt, and he pulls up in the Bentley he was talking about. And he gets out the car, and I go to greet him. I'm like, hey, what's going on, Pimp? I'm Catdaddy. He was like, okay, yeah, Catdaddy, let me go upstairs and shower and get my gear together, and then I'm going to come down, and we're going to take all the pictures you need and this, that, and the other. I was like, all right, bet. So we wait downstairs another 30, 45 minutes, and he finally walks downstairs. He walks out the door, and I was like, all right, man, let's go ahead and get. He's like, hold on, Catdaddy, let me get my hat. I don't have my hat together. And so he goes to the trunk of the Bentley, and the bodyguard pops the trunk, and Pimp C is trying on several hats. Several hats. Hold on. Several hats. And his bodyguard, security, is holding up a mirror. And he's going through hats and trying them on, looking in the mirror, and he finally gets the hat that he wants, right? And then he walks over to me. He's like, all right, now we can take the picture. And so I was like, can we do a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can we go by the truck and stand in front of the station truck just so we get the branding in the back, you know? And he was like, what? And I was like, can we get in front of the truck? He's like, man, fuck the truck, man. Take the picture. And he throws his hands out like this so he can flash his rings. And so, yeah, that was a bomb interview. That was a cool experience. And then I interviewed him again probably like 2 months later. And coincidentally, at the show that he went to that night, he hit some chick with a microphone because she was pulling on his pants or something. And that was like a big story that he hit her with the microphone. And then, like 2 months later, he had a show in Fort Worth, and he was yelling at whoever DJing to turn his the music up. Hey, turn my tape up. He was yelling at the DJ. And I think the DJ cut his music or whatever. Like, man, he ain't gonna talk to me like that. So anyway, so I had asked him about that. I said, say, man, like, I said, man, you just got out of jail, man. It's like you have all these incidents. What's going on, man? People saying you living on the edge. And he was like, what? Man, who said I was living on the edge, man? Hold on. Somebody say Pimp C, UGK living on the edge. No, you let me know who that is. I'm gonna pull up. They gonna smell my cologne. And he would just jump like right into like, you know, the intense talk, man, like right away.
Pimping shit.
Yeah, just some like real live pimping, and I really appreciated that at all times. DMX was the same way. I interviewed DMX, and he came in drinking Hennessy and smoking a cigarette. Like, you can't do like. But nobody told him nothing. Like, he walked right on in.
Say nothing to DMX.
Nobody said nothing
at that time, bro.
That's when he was just. When was that?
I had to look it up, bro. I would say.
The early 2000s?
Nah,
the 90s?
05, 06, 07, something like that. And he came in.
Era.
And bro, like he finished his bottle of Hennessy and he finished his cigarette and he threw his cigarette in the Hennessy bottle. And then he just
kept that.
Yeah, he gave it to Kiki J. She's on the radio out here too, yeah.
I would have kept that. That would have.
She still has it. He autographed it. He was like, "That's X bottle right there. That's X bottle."
Damn.
X drank that right there, whatever. I'm not, my DMX impression is not too good. But he was crying because I asked him, I was like, man, you have so much game, bro, and you have so much light that you always share. Like, where did you get the game? You know, like who gave you all this light, bro? And then he just started crying, talking about his grandmother. Yeah, it got really sad, bro, really fast. Like, my grandmother gave me the game, and you know what I'm saying? And he freestyled, and we did an interview. And
did he pray?
Oh, yeah, he definitely prayed.
Yeah, I heard he prayed.
Definitely prayed. And that was pretty cool, man. I've had some amazing interviews, man. Had some cool times with some amazing people, man. I got a picture with Lil Wayne. He got one tattoo, bro.
Oh shit!
That's 13. I'm trying to be around, bro. Like, yeah.
That's before the Carter.
Yeah, this is way before the Carter, bro.
NFTs in your little book.
The what?
NFTs. You could put all those pictures up. Lil Wayne with one tattoo back in the day.
Oh yeah.
That's value to somebody.
The baby
dreads. Yeah, some of them
that
pictures.
Might be value to him.
Hey.
Yeah, wild stories, man. And then I have a lot of stuff that went down that wasn't even had nothing to do with radio, man. So many experiences, run-ins with people, and I gotta sit down and document that stuff, man. Because if somebody doesn't ask me about it, I'll forget about it, and I'll be like, dang, I got a story for that. But
do a doc.
I definitely need to, man. Like,
that'd be dope.
I've just realized in more interviews like this, like I realize when people ask me questions, I learn more about myself than I feel like.
You gotta think about it.
Because I have to think about it, and then I've realized, like, don't see the show, be the show.
Yeah.
And it's like, you are you. So it's not like, I'm constantly refreshing all the things that I've done in my life. I just kind of try to stay in the moment and just grow from that. But I need to do a better job of sharing these stories. And
yeah, because you got some stories.
Oh, yeah.
Some shit that
yeah, man.
people will pay for. Like,
so
you can put on
go see this man on Netflix.
Netflix will pay you for these stories, and that's dope.
Yeah, it was some pretty wild stuff. But yeah, man, DMX, Pimp C, who else was cool interviews for me, man? Dog, I've interviewed so many people, man, and been places, being Destiny's Child, and when they were like the original group, yeah, man. Bro, like...
all of them? Or it was just...
Oh, yeah, all of them, bro. Okay. I was there the night that they broke up.
Word.
Damn.
Yeah, because... Oh, bro, like... So, thing was, two of the girls had snuck off because they were on tour, this Minute Maid tour, I believe it was, with Jagged Edge. And two of the girls ran off with two of the dudes from Jagged Edge, and they got caught on the bus. Beyonce mama called them on the bus. And so we were supposed to do a meet and greet with all of our listeners from the radio station, and Beyonce's mom is just yelling at these girls, going off in the room, and we can hear them. Like, we just waiting, because outside the room, they told us, hold on, we got, so something was going on for like 10, 15 minutes. She just going off. So then they finally let us in the room. Beyonce mom, you could see it on her face, something wasn't right. Matthew was there, Beyonce dad was there. He wasn't saying nothing. He was in the corner like, And so we took our pictures, and then it probably wasn't until 10, 12 years later till we realized that that's what had happened that night. Because the group broke up, but it wasn't like now where everything is posted the same day. Like, it was like years later, like, dang, what happened? And somebody did an interview, and they said, yo, Jagged Edge got caught on the bus with LaToya and Latavia. Is that the girls' names, maybe?
LaToya. I don't know why I had a feeling it was LaToya.
I don't know. But I only know
Beyonce was flirting with me that night. Yeah, Beyonce was flirting with me that night.
Dang, exclusive news.
Well, actually, it was Kelly Rowland, but let's tell the story.
Cat got the sauce.
Yeah, okay. Kelly Rowland did definitely try to holler at me. There was no doubt about that. I don't know if you remember that, but I was with my girlfriend that night at the time. And yeah, we wasn't no action going down.
Yeah, you would have flipped.
Not for Kelly
Rowland?
Nah, I wasn't feeling Kelly, man.
For Beyonce?
Like I said, man, I had a girlfriend at the time. So I'm with you. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I wasn't,
That's real, though. That's real as hell.
But I was looking, though. That's why I wear sunglasses, you know what I'm saying?
Imagine telling the girl, like, hey, I curved Kelly and Beyonce for you, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't even with you.
Yeah. We took a picture that night, and you know, it's like you see so many groups and you never know what people's career is going to project to. And it's just like years later. I got the picture. Matter of fact, I saw them again and I had them all autograph the picture, which is dope. Beyonce, Kelly. So I got the picture. I need to find that too.
And now Beyonce got her own. NFTs. Yeah, she damn near run the world now.
Yeah, I'm not into that NFT world. Like, I wouldn't even know what to do, man.
Yeah.
I still don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do, but I know somebody who do know what to do.
I know a few people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got some things they might like, man. I
got some. Put your name on it. Don't let them put their name on the shit.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It'd be my face, you know.
So how long you been on K104?
Man, K104, I got here June 2001, so it's been 21 years this month, bro.
Damn.
Happy anniversary, man.
21 years this month, bro. It's been an amazing ride, man. As long as people keep tuning in, I'll keep running my mouth.
Was it always like the hottest station in Dallas, or it kind of to like that, you know what I'm saying, that market?
Nah, man, when I got here.
Cities now, right?
Say what?
Y'all streaming in like other cities, like on iHeart and all that?
Yeah, I mean, we got an app. You can listen to K104 anywhere worldwide. But yeah, when I got here, K104 was, man, there was Dallas Cowboys, there was Dallas Mavericks, and then there was K104.
Word.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, like it was like, man, I got here, like the DJs that I got here, they like, you know, Skip Murphy and Nanette and Skip Cheatham and Greg Street, man, like these people were, man, stars like out here, like beyond, like they touched down. It would be a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they were big time. Like Skip Cheatham, I always told him, I was like, bro, you know you could run for mayor and win. Like that's just how much juice K104 had, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's why I was so scared. I told you earlier, man, it was just like, damn, like this is big time out here, and it's, you know, big time concerts. We were doing like it wasn't just like Summer Jam was like, oh shit, you know, 20,000 people at the Smirnoff or whatever it was at the time, you know, the Dos Equis is what it's called now, but yeah, that thing would be packed. And yeah, I would get scared, bro. Like it was just like, wow.
Felt like you got drafted and got to play right. You got to play with Micah, Kobe.
Oh man,
like
yeah, I remember I remember Skip came and got me one time. He's like, hey man, I want to bring you on stage at Summer Jam and you can introduce Ludacris. Bro, I left. I walked the other way. Like that's why I like radios, because I'm in the room by myself and it's just a phone and a microphone. Like I don't have to make eye contact with nobody, and there's no like the audience, like 20,000 people just looking at you,
staring at you, literally, bro.
I noticed when I did that thing when I was when I hosted, I closed my eyes a little bit or I turned away, but I made eye contact with the crowd too. So it's like, it's not that hard.
Man, it was.
You can look away and you can do your own thing. I don't know.
Bro, I have so much respect for comedians.
Yeah.
Bro.
That are on stage.
Yes.
There's no band. There's no dance team. There's no segue to nobody else. Yeah, it's your ass.
I thought about doing that shit, but I'm low key, like my heart gonna drop.
Because if you're not funny, you gonna know you're not funny at that moment.
Yeah, and it's live. Like there's no.
And they gonna tell you right then and there. Like, get the fuck
especially got them rough crowds that start like checking your ass in the crowd. Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
I can imagine doing comedy in Memphis.
So do you host live shows now?
Yeah, I host wherever people call me and say, hey.
Like, what's the biggest crowd since you didn't do Summer Jam?
I mean, I eventually did, but I found a way to camouflage my fear. Mm-hmm. So they were like, hey, we're gonna bring you on. By this time, they started to give you a roster. Like, hey, you're gonna come on. You're gonna have 2 minutes, and you'll bring on the next act. So I was like, all right, well, look, when they bring me on, I'm coming out with a dance team. So I had like 10 chicks come out and dance. It was like,
and you dance with them?
Nah, hell no. Well, actually, I did. You know what? I did.
You got to. That's how you lose them up. You gotta, forget where you in the moment and then shit.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like 3 or 4 Mavericks dancers I had recruited, because I called them the Nightlife Calendar Girls, and so we did like a calendar, and then we had like a dance team, and so they were like, now coming to the stage, Catdaddy. And then, the crowd went a little bit wild. And the dancers come out, had my intro, Catdaddy, y'all, Catdaddy, y'all, Catdaddy. Yeah. And so they had a whole dance. And then I was like, why, whatever, coming to the stage. Whoever else was coming to the stage, Diddy or whoever, I don't know who it was. But yeah, I eventually made it. But yeah, I mean, host Host whatever, man. I just did a dance competition out in DeSoto a couple weeks ago. Coming up a couple weeks, I'm hosting the world premiere for Texas Kill City. It's a movie filmed out here in Dallas that they're doing the red carpet for on June 25th. So be out there. Yeah, I try to answer all those calls, and if people feel like I can enhance their production or whatever, I always say yeah to that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how often do you do like I seen that you on your page y'all do like giveaways and like handouts. The reason why I'm asking because I want to plan to do something for like giving away food to the homeless.
Okay.
And I mean it's just me and I'm trying to get people is hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to know how you go about doing it or
like so the station does an unbelievable job, and we have unbelievable partners, man, that will come through and kind of, hey, we're gonna do turkeys for Thanksgiving, or we're gonna do something for Mother's Day, or we're gonna do something for Father's Day. So these events happen every year. Mm-hmm. So they kind of do a good job of planning ahead of time. Like, okay, so what are we gonna do for Mother's Day? What are we gonna do, for 4th of July or whatever? How are we gonna feed the homeless during the holidays and give blankets to?
I get a bunch of sponsors.
Yeah, we get sponsors. So 1-800 Truck Wreck, and I Just Got Hit, and those people would come in and see the opportunity that's there. Like, man, we can do some good and we can get some exposure. You know what I'm saying? The station partners up, then, you service the community. The company I work for is called Service Broadcasting. It's K104 is a station, but the parent company is Service Broadcast because that's what we're into, is the actual service, serving the community. Mm-hmm. And so, with all that influence, I created my foundation called the School is Cool Foundation. And basically, we show up at schools, and I got a program called J's for A's, where we give away J's for your A's. And your A is not just grades. We don't want just us, straight A students. Mm-hmm. We want people that have, 4 A's, your academics, your athletics, your attendance, and your attitude. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to be the blue chip athlete, and everybody's not going to have straight A's. But there's kids that the teachers know, kids that the faculty knows, that say, hey, man, these kids, they may be going through something at the house, or they might need a little positive reinforcement just to let them know, like, yo, somebody cares and somebody's watching. So we partner up with the teachers in the schools and say, pick 5, 10, 15 kids, and then we'll show up at the school, and we'll highlight them, and we'll let them know, like, hey, man, we was watching, bro. Like, your teachers, everybody knows that you've been trying hard and you got something going on. And so that's one of the programs. We do Lit at Lunch, just come through and turn up in the cafeteria for a few shifts. Field Trip Friday, where we take the kids out of the classroom for a career day. Most career days, the lawyer's in your classroom. The fireman comes in the, no, I want to bring you to the fire station. Like, I'm the DJ. I'm going to tell you about being on the radio. Well, how much more of an impression it makes if I bring you to the station and let you sit in the chair and let you hit some buttons and let you, put the headphones on and record your voice. So that's what we're just, getting cranked up with the foundation, School is Cool Foundation. So we have a lot of partners, a lot of people that believe in us and find that avenue for us to give back. So when you talk about wanting to do something, yeah, we have those avenues for people like yourself. Say, hey, I want to come to the class. I want to give back. I have a restaurant. I want to donate some food, or I have a business. I want to showcase, some of the kids. I have an auto shop, and I want to, let kids know.
Who would I contact about that?
Me?
Okay.
Not for the homeless giveaway, but for different. Like, hey, Cat, I want to get involved with what you got going on. I'll show you some videos and show you, like, hey, this is where we're going. Like, today, I'm supposed to be playing in a celebrity softball game, but I hurt myself in a motorcycle accident, so I'm not going to really play. But we did it last year. We sponsor a high school baseball team. So last year we did Carter baseball team. This year we're doing sock, and so my foundation will, buy tickets for the players. We'll treat them to food at the game, and then we'll bring them out there, and then I'll have a conversation with them, and we'll let them be around the celebrities and let them see, like, man, like, just we see what y'all doing. We just positive reinforcement. Like,
y'all giving them hope. That's what people need. That's what they need because they aren't getting that hope. They're not getting nothing. They just they have nothing. Like you said, some people go home and they had these problems with their parents and everything. They don't know when they gonna eat and
and it's like the reason why we're in our places is because people came and talked to us, and we were given game that we picked up on, and we exercised and we flourished through that. And so you just want to make sure that we're doing our part to reach back and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? And then like all these things, Jay's Phase, Lit at Lunch, Field Trip, it's just an excuse to get in front of kids and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And, you know, they like, oh, dang, you're Catdaddy from the radio station or whoever it is that's there. That like, damn, you're taking time to come and sit with us and talk with us. That means something to them. And so that's all it is, an excuse to have a conversation and sit down and spend some time. And just, man, if one kid gets it, that's one more person that didn't get it before.
Well,
you know,
a lot of kids, think it's impossible to like even just meet somebody like from the radio station or a celebrity and stuff like that. They just feel like underneath. But at the end of the day, everybody, I thought so too. But everybody people at the same day. I mean, at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So like, just knowing that somebody is an actual human being around them, like everything is possible. That actually like enhances their, you know, their faith and everything.
That's exactly right. Yeah, because you're in a situation, unless you see it, unless you touch it, it doesn't seem real. Like that's just something that goes on TV or on the phone, and it might not really resonate. Like these people were just like you, 10, 12, 15 years old with, you know, messing around and goofing off, and then somebody came into that. I always like to put it like this: if I told you, hey, write down 10 people on the list that have really just helped you, you know what I'm saying, produce in your career, right? Like, who are 10 people? They're family members, coaches, teacher, whoever, right? And then I was like, okay, now the actual goal is to have your name on somebody else's list. So when they ask a young kid, be like, yo, who came into, man, Catdaddy came to my, that's really the objective, you know what I'm saying, is to get game, give game. You know what I'm saying? That's really what you want to do is like, yo, these people put me down. I got to make sure that I put somebody else down. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shoot, I would never known how to work in the radio if old boy didn't come through the drive-through.
Yeah.
So when you ask me, this guy's name is on my list because he saw something in me. You know what I'm saying? He could have not said, no, all right, thanks, man, have a good night.
Yep.
You see how easy that is? Like, it's simple. 30 seconds in your life can change your whole trajectory. So jump into somebody else's life on their trajectory and understand it. Yo, I want to help you out. I see something in you. You have passion and you have, you know, purpose. Let me help you out. Let me give you one of the tools that I've learned. And then that's how you really get fulfilled. And this is really how you live forever.
It goes a long way.
It goes a long way, yeah.
Well, I will be hitting you up about helping with that because I'm serious about that.
Yeah, that's easy, man. It's like, then that's what it's for. Is like a lot of people have so many ideas and they have the creative or they have money or they have, and they're like, man, what do I do? How can I get down? We just try to cut through that and say, look, we got stuff the train is already moving. And you want to jump on board, this is where we're going to be at in a month. We're going to do Jakes for A's every month, all school year. And we're going to pick different schools. We're going to show up all across. We're going to canvass the city.
Can different people like volunteer to help out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we setting it up like that.
Okay.
Because eventually, further down the line, that's how we're going to bring in the college kids. Right now, it's set up for elementary, middle school, and high school. But eventually, once we get, you know, on another level with it, the college kids will come and intern. And they will be the ones making the phone calls, sending the emails, doing the email blasts, doing the social media posts. And they'll learn how to be in that space. We'll go to a media department in college and say, hey, I got this foundation and we need people to, you know, make social media posts. We need people to make phone calls and find sponsors for this event that we're doing, a school supply giveaway. And we need somebody to make these phone calls and send these emails and find out who wants to donate notebooks and pens or whatever. And that's what the college kids will do.
Yeah.
You know, and then that way everybody that's involved will learn and grow. You know.
That's what's up.
But yeah.
You're gonna have to volunteer, bro.
Yes.
I'm definitely gonna volunteer.
I'll be out
there.
Yeah, it's called
I like
school.
working with kids. I used to work with kids, so
Oh yeah, where?
I worked at a day camp for like 4 years.
Oh yeah.
And the kids love me.
Yeah.
Because I listen to them. I just know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
Kids are people too. They got the same emotions.
They got brains. They got money. They know what's going on.
I just know how to talk to people and have fun with people, and that's all it is.
Yeah, because you're still a kid. You're still young at heart, and the same things that, you know, I know somebody asked me that one time. I was like probably 16, 17. They're like, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, I don't want to grow up. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like,
you ain't just because you 50 something don't mean you gotta
right.
be act 50. You can still have fun and act goofy and
it's
just
much,
be you. Just people don't know how to be themselves. People just want to. They feel like with the days that go on that you got to change. You don't got to change. Just be you.
That's a big issue, man. It's people trying to fit and trying to
fit into every group.
Yeah.
And
I had a lady tell me the other day. She was like, "You're not from the Matrix."
What?
Yeah, she was like, the way you move and the way you talk and the way you communicate and connect. She's like, you're just not. You're not like everybody else. You're not from the Matrix. And I was like, I've been trying to tell people that for so long. But that's, it's called overstand. Not understand, but it's called overstand. So, when you move around, just get it that you have the opportunity to be a part and to inject something into spirit, into somebody's life, and there for you as well. And so once you move like that, then you start to see things differently. It's not the American dream, it's the American scheme. It's a system that's set up. It's not
traditional stereotype that you gotta be this type of way
right.
at this certain age, or you gotta be here at this time and stuff
like
that. When it's
just live your life.
Right. Find out what it is that you like to do, and then find a way that it fits, because it's gonna move.
Yesterday.
Yeah, the system is gonna move. Like, it's gonna go with or without you. That's why I bought a tow truck. I got a tow truck company now.
Oh, that's lit.
Started my trucking business. So tow truck, hot shot service, 18-wheelers, transport, roadside assistance. Yeah, it's called Catdaddy's Towing Trucking. It used to be called Toll now, but somebody else had a copyright, so they made me shut that shit down. I was pissed about that, but
Toll now.
Toll now. You lock your keys and you ride and you stuck outside. Toll now. Toll now. And your car got a flat. You ain't with all that. Toll now. Toll now. If your battery dead, ain't no need to be scared when your car don't want to roll, baby. You know where to go. Toll now. Toll now. So I drive my tow truck every day. Every day. And then I'm just learning how to run the truck, learning how to run the business. But putting the business plan together, I was just like, I need to get into something that has nothing to do with what I'm doing, something that's in the network of the system. Mm-hmm. And I never have to call and convince you that you need my service.
You're just gonna need it.
You're just gonna need it. And all I have to do is have great customer service, and I have to have, be top of mind when it's time for you to,
Damn, that's smart. I didn't think about a tow truck.
Yeah, and so I'd get a truck. Now, I thought about it for,
you gotta get the CDLs for
5, no. So I thought about it 4 or 5 years, and then I just had the opportunity. I wrecked my car, and the insurance sent me a check.
Don't need to be driving.
And so I wrecked my car, and they sent me an insurance check, and I'm like, I don't want to go get another car. And so I went and bought a tow truck with my insurance check, and then I just started my business. Got my LLC and got my stuff running, and then just taught myself, how to
do it,
how to jump out. And so, when I ride to work or when I'm riding, like if I leave here and I see somebody with their hazards on, I'll pull over. Hey, I was just driving by. I saw you had a flat tire. Your hood is popped. Did y'all need any help? And people will be like, wait, ain't you Catdaddy? And so now there's no more, uncomfortable. Like, people automatically feel comfortable because they know me and I know them. Right. And so now we can get them out and get them to safety and make a little bit of money and still save the day. It's not a whole lot of jobs where you can really help somebody and make money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is you have to convince somebody, oh, man, you got to come to my restaurant, this, that, and the other. Like, look, I don't have to convince you nothing. You're stuck on the side of the road. What are your choices? What are you going to do? I'm here now. I can save you money and I can save you time right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you don't want to think about it, take my number. And when you realize that you stuck out here, but it's going to be more once I come back, because I'm already here right now, I can give you a better price. Yeah. But once I come back, it's going to be, so just think about that, And so it's been fun. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, since I've been 17, I've been running my mouth. This is the first time I've ever run a business or anything close to ownership or close to responsibility where, but still haven't hired my first driver, still haven't bought another truck, but,
that comes.
That comes. And so just the fact that I get up and I do it every day is so uncomfortably refreshing. Like, every time, no doubt, every time I tow a car, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Towing cars. Like, this is not even in my, like, what am I, but physically moving something, physically doing something, like, something has to get done. And that's really fun for me, man. Really a unique experience and completely different than just sitting down talking on the microphone.
Yeah,
it's
dope, man.
But
you got any
it's
more
fun as hell.
business ventures you looking into?
Oh man, how long is the show, bro? Like
Hey.
I got ideas for everything, man, and it's I would love to do so many things, man. Like but just one thing at a time. I'm always I try to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to take on too many things, but I'm learning how to, spread that out a little bit and just to make sure that because I just feel like there's no traffic when you're in your own lane. And if, you know what I'm saying? And for so many years, I've just been in my lane doing my thing. Didn't have to press, didn't have to force anything. Mm-hmm. And with this foundation and with my tow truck, these are things that I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do something outside, okay, first thing, I'm going to establish something for the kids. Mm-hmm. And once I got that up and running, then I was like, okay, now let's start a business, something that I can hold on to and that I never have to call anybody to convince, and something that's easy for me to learn on my own and get out there on my own. It's dangerous, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I got ideas for all kind of stuff, man. But, I need to sit down with like a agent or something because people be stealing my ideas, bro. I
feel the same way.
Bro, like
you
I
just
feel
be seeing
same.
everything. You be like, damn, I should have started that first.
I mean, just slogans and different business ideas and different things. I'm not to say that somebody stole it from me, but just
you put it in the air and now somebody else.
Right. Before I saw it, I thought about like even the idea for Instagram. Mine was called I Spy. And you just take a picture of what you see and you don't post comments and do nothing like that. It was just like, yo, this is what I saw today. I got another one real quick. It's called Instajam, not Instagram, but Instajam. Mm-hmm. And instead of posting moments, you would just post songs that touch you for that day. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Like, it doesn't have to go past that. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you can do the same thing on Instagram. Yeah. But this would be just for, man, let me see what Catdaddy's listening to today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there'd be random ass songs. Yo, this is what I'm listening to when I'm off air. Smart. And you just post 15 seconds of the song. You want to hear more, you click on it and then the whole song will play. Yeah. And it's linked to. You buy the song and then you have all those things. But it'd be like, who is my favorite celebrity? What are they listening to today?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got you. Yeah. That's actually smart as hell.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Don't tell nobody.
No, I got
but it's called Instajam. That's just something I sit down all day and tell you all kind of ideas and brainstorm for different shit. That's just like, that's not my thing to put it into. I'm not good at planning and organizing and executing.
Yeah, that's my problem too. I got a lot of plans and it's just like, fuck, man. Yeah. I don't know what to do next.
This is when I learned, like, you have to have a team.
Yes.
Like, it's hard. It's very, very difficult to find a manager, an agent, a publicist, a photographer, and then have them be just as dedicated to the entire movement for their own dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find somebody that wants to be a publicist. You want to be a publicist? Cool. I'm going to give you hella shit to publicize, to help me promote. You want to be social media? Great. I'm going to give you a list of shit that you can help me with. You know what I'm saying? And this is how the foundation is going to be bringing people on. Yeah, this is what you want to do? Cool. Take pictures and post. That's what you do. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you got to just show up. How I put my foundation together was the same way. People would say things like, oh, man, that's a good idea. You think that's a good idea? Good. Because Thursday at 1 o'clock, we're going to have a meeting at Papa Do's.
All right, bet.
Not just this Thursday, every Thursday. Mm-hmm. That's how I put my foundation together. And then that way, anytime I was at the club, anytime I was out and people had all these smart things to say or good advice or cool, Thursday at Papa Do's at 1 o'clock, I'll be there. If you make it, that's cool. If you don't make it, no big deal. Right. But that's where I'm going to be. And that's where we're going to put our shit together. And this is where we're going to brainstorm and put a plan together. It took me 3 months just to get the paperwork together for my foundation. But that was, the discipline is the key word. Mm-hmm. You have to hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? And I spent probably $3,000-$4,000 on lunch for the next 3-4 months or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. But in order to get those people that were loyal and dedicated, this is what I had to do. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all still meeting at Papa Do's on Thursday at 1?
Not every Thursday, but we meet probably quarterly because the system is set up now. The blueprint is laid down. So now all we have to do is, hey, we got something coming up because we don't have to meet every Thursday for all the things, like, you know.
But no, I'll definitely be hitting you up. I do want to be a part of that because that's beautiful, and I like working with kids. I like working with different people, and I want to meet different people too.
Yeah, I'll definitely plug you in, man. There's definitely space, you know, for that, for, you know, encouraging your growth and finding your bigger purpose and finding an amazing lane for you that you can feel like, yes, this is where I'm supposed to be. Mm-hmm. This is how I can maximize, you know, my light, you know.
Yeah.
But
well, you got anything you want to promote? Anything you got coming up?
That's what we was doing, man.
Any more things? Anything else you want to promote? What's coming up next? What you got going? Just tell the people whatever's coming up.
Man, I've been dealing with this motorcycle wreck. Y'all haven't seen it, man. I've been rocking this neck brace. That's why my face is in this one little plane right here the whole time. Normally, I'm a little bit more, you know.
Tell them where they can find you at, too.
Yeah, man, I'm on IG, man, at Catdaddy104. You know, I try to post a little bit. I try to... I'm not too big on just like stopping what I'm doing to tell people what I'm doing. I'm not really big on that, but I'm learning how important it is because that's where people will go. Whereas like we feel comfortable like face to face and sitting down like this. Yeah. Like, you know, that's really my lane. That's really, we're in the same space. Yeah. So to stop what I'm doing, to be like,
oh, what's up, man? Yeah. I can't do that. I
like to be in the moment too. I just can't be recording.
I just can't do that. I can't sit up there and take pictures when I'm eating. I can't do stuff like that. I'll be like, what the fuck? Y'all doing it? Just eat. Yeah. Then they don't want to wait. I can't.
It hurts me being a DJ because I low-key have to record a lot of shit.
Yeah,
like, I just don't like doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
this is why it's good to have somebody do it for you, man. Like, I used to have a guy.
Kenneth and Jordan.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I used to have a guy, his name was King Yella. He was amazing influence in my life. And, you know, he would talk to you like, hey, man, I got some advice for you. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe try it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, just real big brother type guy. Like, I'm not going to let you fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I see you doing something and I continue to let you do it, I'm just as bad as you, bro.
No, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this is your moment to mentor.
Look like a dummy.
You're not holding them accountable and they're not holding themselves accountable.
Like, I'm not going to leave here and be like, man, that podcast, they should have done this. Like, no, I'm going to tell you, like, if you ask me, I'm going to say, hey, man, this is what I think or whatever. If I just let you do it, this is my moment to mentor. Mm-hmm. Like, this is what you're here for. Like, this, you see something and you know something better, that's your moment. That's just your time. Like, say something and be a part of that. They'll thank you for at least being honest, you know?
So be honest with me.
Yeah, be honest with me, right?
I'm asking you right now. Be honest with me about what you think about the podcast.
This is my first one I've been a part of. I mean, I haven't
like, as far as hosting it. Like,
oh, no, you're great, bro. Like, you're really great, man. Like,
him as well.
I told you solid.
I just got to.
I'm just I'm a DJ. I play music.
Yeah.
So
I think, you know, I'm not a real podcast guy, like, you know, but I'm more where you have like, hey, man, we're going to do, you know, top 10. You know, you already did that. Hey, give me your top 10 interviews. Give me your stuff like that. But that's easier. If there's no flow to the show, it's easier to have stuff like that in the bag.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool, man. You know, give me your top 10 songs. Give me your top 10 people. Like, just like you asked me about the interviews, those type of things are stuff that I would be like, if I had an artist. Sometimes tell me who influenced you. Hey, you just in town? Like, where'd you go to eat? What are your favorite places to eat? Yeah. Just to find out more about those people and get them to, you know, talk about.
Conversation starters, like, because it's going, like you said, it's going to flow.
I know how I get all my questions. I used to write down my stuff a lot, and now I don't write stuff at all.
Oh, bro.
I know how to get everything I want out of people.
Yeah,
just by listening.
Yeah, I think your smile and your charisma is probably, you know, just being with you for 30 minutes or whatever. I think your smile and your charisma is probably your fucking ticket, man. Like, no doubt. Like, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing ungenuine about your appearance and your body language or anything like that whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of your ticket, is your charisma. I think people would genuinely, your eye contact and, you know, stuff like that would be something that you could just instantly connect with somebody. Like, there's what's the phrase? Like, I never met a stranger.
Yeah.
Like, you have that light. You know what I'm saying? And just
appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think. Just, you know, let your light shine and let that be your ticket, and then, you know, find avenues that creates for you. People are gonna be like, dang, I need somebody like you on my team.
Yeah.
Like even me, like you're thinking you want to come on board with what I'm doing. Like I'm already thinking in my mind, like, dang, he would be great for this. He would be great for that. His story is different from mine, but he's still in the same light. Yeah. So it's easy for you to get up there and talk about yourself and to share what you've been through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, tell me about yourself. Like, dang, somebody wants to hear what you've been through. You know, you connect with somebody that I'm not gonna connect with. You know what I'm saying? Teachers will come up to me like after we talk, and they be like, "Hey, will you please come talk to these kids? They're in a certain class because they couldn't come here. They're bad behavior, but they'll listen to you because you have earrings and tattoos.
That's real.
That's very real. That's very real. Yeah. So once you understand that where you at and what you have is a ticket for what other people need, and just try to just continue what you're doing, man. And we'll create those avenues for you, man, with the foundation and through other things.
Now, I really want to be a part of that. Like, I genuinely want to be a part of that. Like, I've been because I was actually looking. It was about a year ago. I was looking to work at the Children's Hospital, just go and volunteer. But every time I called, nobody would answer the fucking phone.
Yeah. There's ways around that.
And I wanted to volunteer.
Yeah. There's a secret to being persistent without being an asshole, you know, and how you talk to people and. You know, but it's about, you know, show them something, make them see what you've got going on. Always inform people who, what, when, where, and why. And you get that out the way and you get that going on, then you at least have said, hey, this is what I got going on with or without you. Yeah. You want to jump on board and amplify and use your tools and your network then we can boost that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just a general lesson, a general, you know, guideline. Like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. You want to come and fuck with your boy? That's what's up. Yeah. But it's going, and then I'll be back next year because we're gonna do it again next year. You know what I'm saying? And try to create them, bring them in again, especially partners that you really want to team up with. Yeah. Then they'll catch on, and then eventually, when it's too late, now they gotta pay. But it'll be in their benefit now, and they'll understand. Like, dang, bro, we remember when you came in, and it was just you and a flyer. Now you've got a whole movement and TV commercials. You want to be a part of it because you didn't see my dream. But that's cool. But it's everybody in life got a chance to grow up. Yep. And not everybody grows up at the same speed, and not everybody does grow up. Yep. But everybody does grow up. So just always give them the big brother. Like, that's cool. I got you. Don't worry about it, man. You'll learn, and I'll be here. I'm gonna continue. You know. Facts. Yeah. Big facts. Facts.
Well, that concludes.
Hold on. One more thing. Yeah. I just want to say, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, bro. Yeah, my birthday was Wednesday.
Happy belated birthday, man.
My birthday was Wednesday.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were drinking so early in the morning. I'm like, damn, bro.
I was about to start drinking, but I was like, man, I ain't even ate nothing yet, so I ain't even finna drink.
28?
28
years around the sun, man.
28.
Still fresh, man. Still fresh.
Fresh.
You're just getting started.
And that's what I plan on.
That's all I wanted to say,
get started and keep going.
Let me interview you, man. Like, what are some things you're really proud of, man? You're 28 years old. What are some things that you look back? No, because this is important, man.
That is important, but
because this is what you in the next 28 years you're gonna look back and say, man, when I look back, what am I proud of? Like, what did I go through? And I'm glad I made this decision. I'm glad I made this move, and you know I'm gonna do the next 28 years. You know, what are you proud of, and what are you? Yeah,
I'm proud of my girl. I'm proud of.
You're proud of your girl.
Yeah, I'm proud of her being in my life, like meeting her, man. I'm proud of that.
You're proud of yourself for pulling yourself like a beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm proud of myself for joining the military because that changed my life completely.
Okay.
The whole completely. I'm proud of myself for not trying to take my life when I was younger. Because if I hadn't have taken my life, I wouldn't have been in the space and met the people that I met today. So I'm proud of myself for that.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
And then for the next 28 years, what would you like? What would be the ultimate scenario? You wake up and you do what for 24 hours?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I want my own land, and I want to own my own land.
Okay.
And I want people to build on my land and pay me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I plan on generational wealth. I don't want to really work. I don't want to work for anybody. I want to do my own business. And my own business consists of, I really want to just do this, honestly.
Yeah.
Be in front of the mic. If I could do this for the next 28 years, I'd do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. If I could completely quit all my jobs and everything, I would definitely do this.
Okay. So you wanna have your own show. You wanna be the star.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I tell people. Don't see the show, be the show.
Yeah.
You get to pick the characters. You get to, pull from the roster. What do you want to do? That's what I always ask people. What do you want to do for the next 24 hours?
Yeah.
And then you'll find out what you really want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got 24 hours tomorrow. What is the play? Are you gonna drag around doing something you don't want to do? Or are you gonna get involved and be with kids? And that's really the ticket.
Just gotta get up and go.
So you want to have, what's the name of your land? What's the name of your spot? Do you have a?
Nah, I ain't thought of no land yet. I ain't thought of the name just yet.
So you want to get into real estate? That's basically what you're saying.
Real estate is something that I really want to get into. Yeah,
that shit booming out here.
But yeah, it is. Oh my God, real estate is going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just want to own my own property. I want to do this. I want to talk in front of the mic, and that's pretty much it.
That's good. Then it'll happen.
Oh, I did. Oh yeah, the podcast. That was a big step because when I say that was hard, I didn't know what to do at first. Because at first it was just me, and for a whole year it was just me pretty much.
Yeah.
And I started just recording, and I did it. What did I do with that first interview?
Our first interview was at the crib.
Yeah, I did. I went all the way to Killeen and do an interview with one of my homeboys, and I messed that interview all up because I had the camera on the whole time, trying to set the camera angle up, then trying to set the mics up. It was just a disaster. Then I drove to San Antonio. The camera messed up again. It was just a learning process. So where I got to from there to fucking up to where I am now, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm grateful for that.
Growing pains.
That
man.
was
You gotta experience
that was
that
hard.
I think it's really
just
cool.
nervous talking to people and talk. At first, I was talking in the camera with no mic by myself, and that shit was hard.
Yeah,
but
I think it's cool when you ask somebody what they want to do and they say, "What I'm doing right now."
Yeah,
that's really such a blessing, man. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah, so many people are spending time.
I want to talk. I talk a lot. Why not talk for a living to get paid for it?
Yeah, why not get a ticket for it? Yeah.
So yeah. Well, I appreciate you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes,
you if you want to come back, promote yourself, promote anything you got going.
Man,
you want me to promote anything, him to promote anything, just let us know.
I felt like I left it on the table, man. I felt like I left it on the table.
And that's the whole So that's another episode of Leave It on the Table. I'm your official host, Jamal.
Got your boy DJ Mac 11.
I guess.
Catdaddy, make it stop.
Yes, sir. And we out.
Let's get it.
Peace. That was a good one.
Y'all are amazing, man.
Thank you.
Well, you gave me some game, man.